And there's some more. I mean, it goes on and on and on about the information that I could divulge, and it's hard for me to keep it all in a straight line and comprehensible. So I need other people to sit there and help me and actually write out a form of procedure. But that being said, it's very important. It's very important to get the word out about how the government has been putting the cybernetic material into our foods, and actually genetically modifying certain certain food products to amplify their frequencies, their brain waves in our brains, so they could remotely manipulate us, and some of us autonomously with programs. Hence the stutter or the repeat, reoccurring, emotion when you come into a room or something like this. But anyway, that's not what I was sitting there talking here. But the food has big implications for our species, in which we should not even touch the food that is put and packaged by government with all the freaking chemicals that they're putting in it, because it's all to assimilate us. I am growing artificial nerves in my throat, and how my throat's all hard. Wasn't like this when I was a child. It's all hard, and they're rinky dinky do, like they play voodoo on me, and it hurts like they're trying to rip out my freaking throat. I have a second tongue that's growing behind my tongue. And I have also stick my finger up into my brain, pick my brain. That little dangly thing in the back of your throat, there's a hole back there above that. And you could stick your finger back there and you could sit there and there's like little artificial nerves that are growing up in my brain. They're also growing artificial tendons right next to your tendon right here. It feels like a hard rubber band. And on either side of your arms and your legs. And they're doing this in between on your vagus nerve, on the center of your shoulder blades and your lower spine. That's why you're always having lower back pains, because this nerve, the artificial nerve, is going in there, along with the staff MRSA. MRSA, M-R-S-A, is a military remote systems aviator. I couldn't care less of what the acronym they tell you, but that's what it is. It's a weapon. Well, it used to be a symbiote, a symbiotic relationship with our species, helping us digest food, helping us digest certain, by moving it down our esophagus, moving debris out of our body. But these nerves are very, very scary to me, because when they get the frequency right and with the chemicals they're using, they're not going to just be able to sit there and remove our arms, but they're going to be able to contort us and use these artificial nerves, which we do not have any control over at some point in time, to rip us apart. It's not the rapture. Go back to CRISPR and call it a zipper. It's working in tandem with our nervous system. It's more like the remote control, the guidance system, operating our nervous system, which is being directed by the Wi-Fi and the G4 or 5 or whatever is coming out. We're fucking morons. We're morons. You shouldn't even be sitting there. Well, what we do is got to remove the frequency emanating from the Wi-Fi. These nerves, they're growing in our tongue, also, and down through our throats. That's why some of us have, unusual, sensitive gag reflexes. And with the metabolic machine on our skin, a chemical, a greasy substance, some of them are electromagnetic. It's switching polarities, sticking to certain organs. They're going to cause some damage here in the future. Literally being able to sit there and this is actually why they're cloud seeding. It's a cloud seeding the air with this stuff and burning fossil fuels for one reason, to make it very acidic. And with this machine in this air, it's how they're controlling the weather. It's exactly how they're controlling the weather, and they're actually directing. I have sometimes a swirling tornado around my body as this shit's being pushed into my body, causing me to have acne, causing me to have a foul body odor. I walked by a trash can the other day and took a shower a couple hours later, and then freaking the next morning I wake up and I smell the trash can coming out of my freaking palate as I brush my teeth and clean out my freaking clean the cyber slime out of my freaking mucous membranes, out of my esophagus. And this is a daily occurrence for me. At least 3 or 4 times a day I have to do this, or else I'll start having a heart attack. It feels like I'm sitting on top of freaking Mount Everest. So we need some doctors, some scientists actually, and I need somebody to get the word out and start pushing this all around the world. For they're going to start remote controlling our families and at some point in the future to kill ourselves. And this isn't a joke. The government is not government. It's the Fuddle Covenant, the Dark Brotherhood, the Illuminati, or Barney's Playhouse. They jump into everything that we've ever created as a species and masquerade and parade around and imitate irritatingly in our heads. And then go, now, oh, look what I invented. After they took your idea out of your brain and knocked and threw your patent out. This is what they're doing.